So for the topic of today's sermon is our desires. The Buddha once famously said that all suffering that we experience comes from our desires. Now, because suffering comes from our desires, how do we stop it? Well, first of all, there's two parts to this. When we desire something and we get it, and when we desire something and we don't get it. Even when you get what you desire, there's still suffering. Just like people who want to get married, they want to get married and they get married, but there's still suffering. You want to have children and you're happy, but there's also suffering. This is called the suffering that comes from what you want. But there's also suffering that comes from not getting what you want. I want to be rich, but I'm not. I want to be beautiful, but I'm not. I want to be skinny, but I'm not. And so you feel suffering when you don't get what you want. And so for today's topic, what I want to talk about is this one. The reason that we suffer when we don't get what we want, we blame other things. Oh, the world's unfair, or other people aren't nice to me, or people don't understand me. But in reality, it's very simple. You ask for something that you can't have. You ask for something that's not going to happen. And so when you ask for things, or when you want something that you can't have, you're subjecting yourself to a destiny of suffering. And so it's very important to ask for things that you can have. Now, let me explain what this means. Things that you can't have are, I wish that everyone is always going to be nice to me. I wish that everywhere I go, there will always be great opportunities for me. I wish that whatever happens is always only good. These are silly wishes. They're nice wishes, but they're silly because it's impossible. There's no way that everyone is going to treat you nicely. There's no way that you will get everything that you want. There's no way that you'll get all opportunities for yourself only. That you'll win everything you want to win. Or even simply, I wish or I want the person next to me to understand me. You don't even understand yourself. How can you expect someone else to understand you? When you set these kind of goals for yourself, you are destined to fail. And you will fail miserably and suffer like in hell. And it's all your fault. It's not the fault that other people, it's your fault because you set a goal that's unachievable. Now, there are goals that you can achieve. I want to try harder. I want to put forth more effort. I want to do more good in my life. I want to sleep less. I want to eat less. I want to exercise more. These are goals that you can set and you might be able to achieve. And so one way to deal with your suffering is to learn how to make smarter goals. Because as long as you're still making dumb or stupid goals, you're going to live a very suffering and torturous life. But if you can learn to make better goals for yourself, you have a higher chance for happiness in this life. And it all comes down to the concept of karma. You get what you do. So as long as you still do the wrong thing, the dumb thing, your life will not improve. But when you do the wise thing, the smart thing, your life will improve. It's really that simple.